friends, if you're wondering what this is, it's my laptop. I am working right now, but I also wanted to jump in. I just kind of wanted to share some inside information on blogging and blog posts and sort of the admin that goes on behind the scenes. So I posted a blog post late Tuesday afternoon, and usually when I upload a blog post, I post it, I share it on my social media, and one of the main places that I share blog posts specifically is Pinterest, because Pinterest is probably the best spot to go to if you want to advertise your blog. And if you've been on Pinterest, you know that visuals are a really important aspect. People want to pin things that are pretty looking or something that they know is going to be helpful. And so you have to appeal to that audience as well just to get your blog to be seen. So I posted my blog post, I created a pin. I actually do promote my pins. I don't promote my pins all the time. I only promote my blog post pins. I do sort of like a campaign run, and it lasts maybe, I usually run it for about 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is a good enough frame to get your blog post seen and kick-started before it starts to gain a little bit more momentum. I have my campaign actually pulled up. It hasn't even been a full day, so I'm not gonna have like extraordinary analytic statistics, but I just wanted to get a little gauge on it just to see how it went for the first few hours, and it looks pretty good. So I got 1.3 thousand impressions, which means 1.3 thousand people saw it, and I got 10 link clicks. So 10 people actually liked the pin enough to click on it immediately and go check it out. So that's pretty good. I'm actually happy with those numbers. I don't expect much in the first couple of hours of posting, so that's actually really great. I think it's really helpful. I think it's the number 1 most useful tool for promoting your blog since like promoting my pins. I've been doing it, let's say, I've been promoting for like several months. I would say 6+ months, and it has made a difference with my blog. I get a lot more traffic, and I get a lot more traffic from different sources. And yeah, I just wanted to share that, and hopefully it's helpful. If you have a blog, definitely consider using Pinterest. Even if you don't have a budget for promoting your pins, just putting a pin up there still gives you an opportunity for a different audience to see what you're posting. Definitely check out Pinterest if you have a blog. So I'm doing a little bit of redesign on my YouTube, and one thing that I always wanted to like edit was my end screen card. So this is the one that I had before, and it's so basic and it's sort of like not fun. And so hold on, let me see. Oh, there we go. It's like really boring, and so I wanted something a little bit more modern, and so I've been working on it. By the way, this is Procreate over on my iPad, and so I came up with this one. And I think it's a little cuter. And there's now an option on Procreate where you can turn things into GIFs. And then it looks like this. And I just think that is just a little touch of effort that makes it all the more better. So I'm excited about this one. And I also want to make basically an end screen for my YouTube videos to shout out my patrons. I'm using a program called Canva for that. It's a 100% free service, and it's got like free fonts, and it's got a lot of designs. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so first of all, I moved to the couch. I just couldn't deal with over there anymore. This is from a video that's already posted. You might have seen it. It was the book haul. You may have seen it, that little time lapse, that I did a patrons end card as well. These are my friends over on Patreon. And if you do want to get a shout out on my YouTube or on my social media or anything like that, you can head over to Patreon and pledge that pledge. It's the Content Seeker pledge. And yeah, I think it's pretty cute. It has all of my color palette going on, like my typical browns. So those are the 2 new additions to my YouTube videos, the new end card and the Patreon end card. Sorry, it's of a weird shot. I'm getting ready to have lunch, which you just saw is bright rice, which is a vegetable-based rice, some lettuce, chopped up lettuce, a little bit of a 7-layer dip that my friend made. It has like avocado and red onion and salsa, and then leftover vegan taco meat. So it's sort of like a taco bowl, if you would, and I'm trying to finish up all of the leftovers because we had it from like a taco night and we had so much left over, or my friend did because she cooked, and so I'm trying to eat it all up. Don't want it to go to waste, and it was so delicious. So that's what I've been having for really a few days now. If you've noticed that on my Instagram, that's all I've been eating. Sorry about that. That was my humidifier. But anyway, this is what my life pretty much looked like before I started working a 9 to 5. I was home all day long. It was just me and the cat and the rabbit, and I really like it. I like being alone. I'm really productive when I'm by myself. I'm one of those people that can thrive and do like a lot of work if I'm by myself. So this lifestyle is actually pretty ideal for me. I wouldn't say I got really any burnout since being home since March. My lunch break is usually when I have lunch, of course, but I also work on the blog. I work on YouTube, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm recording. And yeah, it hasn't really been tricky. I'm getting a lot of work done. I spend a lot of time cooking. This is the most ideal situation for me. I would really prefer working remotely all the time. It just seems most ideal for me. I think after this, after I eat, I'm going to take a photo for Instagram. I usually take those the day of. I guess that's it. It's really good. The Patreon has been going really well. I feel like I'm posting something every day, which is really cool because, you know, people pay to support me over there, and I want to make sure that I'm giving enough content where it's like, get your money's worth. Granted, it's not a lot. It's like a couple dollars a month, but still, I feel like if you're gonna pay, you're probably gonna want some cool stuff. I mean, I know I do. I support several people on Patreon, and some of them I actually support so that I can get the goodies, but some of them I actually support just to support. I really like Patreon. My experience with Patreon has been very positive. I love Instagram and I love YouTube, but it's very public, so having that little niche group feels really special, like there's a bond, and I really like that. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. It's absolutely delicious, and I'm gonna take a photo for Instagram, and I'll see you in the next update. Hey friends, it's really early in the morning. It's actually 10 o'clock, but I'm really tired and I don't want to do anything, and it's just one of those days where I kind of want to lay on the couch and do absolutely nothing and play Animal Crossing possibly, and I might do that for some period of the day, but I have to get some work out of the way, and that today is Patreon. So it's coming up to the beginning of the month. It's going to be July at the end of this week, actually. So I have a couple of things that I still need to post on Patreon, which is my newsletter and my bullet journal template. So I'm working on that this week, and the first thing is the newsletter, and I'm also working on the July goodie list because I want to be able to post that at the end of June in order for people to see if they're interested in pledging for July. So I want to get that out as soon as possible. And those posts, by the way, are public, so that if there are any people who are not my patrons right now, want to see what I'm providing for the following month, they can possibly pledge. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of what that looks like. So starting with the newsletter, I use Google Keep, and sorry for my really disgusting screen. When I start my July goodies or my newsletter, I sort of brainstorm in Google Keep because it's really easy and accessible to just jot down thoughts. And then when I do my newsletter, it's over here, I sort of just copy and paste from the last newsletter, the different sections, and then I erase everything, and then I just start from scratch, and I refer to the list that I create over here to fill in the different gaps. So I'm going to be working on that. And then my goodie list, I use Canva again. I'm pretty sure that you're aware of it now that you've seen me use it for my YouTube. Or maybe you haven't, you will be seeing it. But anyway, I use Canva for the goodie list, and I'm playing around with this. Turning it back on me. On one of my Instagram posts, I referred to myself as an urban witch, which was really weird but also kind of cool. And my friend was like, "Can I join your urban witch coven?" And I just thought it was such a cute idea. Not to say that witches are cute or anything, but I just thought it was a cool name for something. So I'm thinking of sort of shifting my Patreon titles to more of a coven-like theme. You'll see over here, goodie list. I'm calling it the Book of Shadows, which I think is a little witchy and pretty cool. And I'm going to see where this takes me, and I'm going to see the feedback that I get from my patrons right now, and if they like it, and if other people like it, I might stick with it. Okay, so I moved places. I'm at my desk now, and I wanted to show you this. Hopefully you can see that. So basically this is like a digital planner, and I got it on Etsy. I can link it down below where exactly I got it from, but it's a really great shop that I found online on Etsy, and it's basically a digital planner. So it has a bunch of really cool stuff on it to help you sort of refine your niche for your brand, help you find inspiration, help you sort of refine everything that you want in your social media profile so that, you know, you can create a good audience and create a good aesthetic. So I highly recommend it. It was pretty cheap and it's digital, so no waste of paper and having me buy another journal aside from the bullet journal that I have. And what I did here was that I copied the overall to-do list that was in this package, and I sort of made them more specific. So there's a general to-do list, there's a Patreon to-do list, there's a YouTube, and it just keeps going on and on. So I'm showing you this one because I'm looking at the Patreon list right now, and this is what helps me gather ideas for the goodie list. I'm definitely going to try to do another dessert recipe because I don't have enough of those. I might do a specific tutorial on maybe photo taking or something like that. We'll see. Alright, so I've got it figured out. I've got all of my goodies listed. I even included a bonus, which I'm really excited about. And, you know, put my little descriptions like I always do. But for now, I'm just gonna save this as a draft, and I'll post that in a little bit. Sorry for the glare. If you recognize this shirt, it's because I'm recording the outro at the same time I recorded something else in this video. But I just wanted to come on and say thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.